What's up, everybody? Paul Shakuri here with another door-to-door mastery video. And in this video, we are going to be discussing and talking about, well, that previous door knocker and the previous door knocker before that. And the previous door knocker before that, they were scamming, or they were bad-mouthing the customer, or they were just being a plain-out jerk. So it left a sour taste in the potential customers' mouths. Well, in this area, or in almost every area that I'm knocking in, question mark, says Remington, an email I got, how do you deal with customers who just don't even want to hear with you and hear from you because of it? So I'm going to first of all read this email off, and it's very important because I'm going to teach you guys inside the mind again and how to overcome this stuff, because you can get deals, and a ton of deals, in areas that have been beat up. Everyone's knocked on turf that's been beat up. So he goes, "Hey Paul, I commented on your YouTube videos and I'm blessed, my man. My questions are, I live in Texas and I've been selling my services within a 100-mile radius. I repair potholes and seal coating on driveways, and I've been a door-to-door lion my whole life, which has recently been a lot of fly-by-night scam artists in my area ripping people off. And it's gotten really hard for me. So first of all, remember, that's going to be everywhere. The reason why door-to-door sales works and has been working forever is because those people understand that you're not to sound like a typical salesperson who follow my teachings, get results, because remember, knock, knock, knock. That person already has this in the back of your mind. See, you're just alert and aware of it. All of us are faced by it when we go out there. And I always teach people how to ethically sell. So number one, when you are out there selling, you're not sounding like that exact same last person who knocked on that door that put that sour taste in their mouth, which they link directly to what you're talking about. Okay, so no matter what I've been telling them, that's not true. It's not no matter what you've been telling them. Maybe it is what you've been saying or how you've been acting, but I'm going to talk about that. No matter what I've been telling them, I get door slammed in my face. Some people anymore, I don't even get to knock on. They come outside cussing at me. Just yesterday, I got accused of stealing a woman's purse, then blah, blah, blah. Found out that she would apologize to me after finding out it wasn't me. A lot of people don't even believe or want their driveways messed with anymore. I'm sitting in my truck right now, waiting for my partner to come and to smash doors today. So in my case, I need some good guidance through these rough times, and boy, are these times rough. As a matter of fact, we just got another email that just came in. Hey Paul, thanks for sharing my videos. We'll see if that's something I could bring up on the air right now or make in a different video. Okay, and from a gentleman named Arkshack. Okay, and those who don't believe me, there you go. Okay, it just came in. Anyways, long story short, listen. Door knockers, you have to pay attention. Everywhere you knock on, you're going to get those people. So I knock on the door, boom, knock, knock, knock. And I stand my grounds and say, hey, you the owner of the property here? Hey, look, scumbag, you're a typical dirtbag who's just at my door who wants to make money off me. Hey, Mr. Prospect, I totally understand how you feel. I don't blame you. As a matter of fact, what was it that last person did? He tried lying. I found out he wasn't even with this company. You're probably the same dirtbag. I'm like, well, great. I appreciate your honesty, to be quite honest. Look, anybody tells me anything, I've banged thousands of doors and sold tens of thousands of accounts, no matter what it is. And I basically said this. I'm like, look, dude, I get it. You're upset. You're pissed off. And the world's just, a complete disaster and mess because those door knockers are out here knocking on doors. And I knocked on your doors, and I respect that. And as a matter of fact, you have the right, being that this is your property, to feel that way. And I don't blame you. But let me ask you this. What is it that these dirtbags are actually doing? Well, you and da-da-da. I'm like, well, you're categorizing us both. I want you to pay attention to my energy. You're categorizing us both, and all of us, saying us, deep down within myself, my spouse, my kids, my company. I know personally I'm not that exact same person, and I don't expect you to actually give me the time and day to actually believe me, or to even, spend time with me to figure that out. But, the one thing I want to say is really from the bottom of my heart, because I'm very passionate about door-to-door sales in general, or, communicating communicating with clients and homeowners and people in general, I apologize on all their behalf, really. And I hope they actually find a way to ethically do it and not piss you off and bother. What was the last one that showed up at my door? Well, the guy was out here and he was basically saying that he was going to repair my, because I do a bunch of that as well. And of course, once again, we know you have a sour taste in your mouth. I don't blame you. What did he try to do? What was his name? What company was that with? Ask questions. You see, not everybody's going to give you that time of day, but guess what? Everybody's not going to be that way. Everyone is not going to be that way. And if everyone is being that way, I'm sorry to say, Remington, it's the way you sound, the energy, what you're saying, that's giving them that to be able to say that. Believe it or not, you can fight it all day long. I promise you, if I knocked on that exact same door, I'll get maybe 1 in every 10, 15, 20, 30 that tells me that, as opposed to somebody who knocks on the door, either, again, and I'm not saying you are, but either look shady, act shady, talk shady, smell shady. They pick up on that. When I knock on a door, I wait for them to respond, and then they respond and open the door, and I'm like, and I'm really far, by the way, too. I keep it distant. I want them to feel comfortable with me. That's what you want to get. You want to get them to the point where they feel comfortable with you. Because remember, when people feel comfortable with you and they like you and they trust you enough to want to talk to you more, to want to do business with you, well, at the end of the day, that's where you start progressing along the path in sales to closing more sales, selling door to door. You can't get down that path if you can't build their trust and like factor. So rewatch this video and let's talk about that. Hey, Mr. Prospect, I don't blame you. I totally agree. See, when people are putting you down, or people to a certain degree, of course, but when people are actually rejecting you, it's normally a byproduct of what you're doing. And until you accept it really is a byproduct of what you're doing, you're not going to find a fix and a solution for that. I guarantee you, and I promise you, no matter where you knock, you can overcome it. The first step to overcoming it is not believing that you're a target. You're not the target. It's not just happening to you, and it's not happening on every door. It's happening on the majority of doors because of the certain things that you're doing. And again, in my door-to-door mastery program, and by the way, when looking at this, let me see if you're already blocked out from being able to purchase it. No. So you're still on the opener pitch. Let's see if you turn into a door-to-door mastery member. I go through all these steps. I go through all the steps on how to not sound like a salesperson. In your opener pitch, how you should basically stand your grounds, and when people reject you, the different types of things that not necessarily you should be saying, which I do go into, but how you should handle these objections, these rebuttals. There's steps to it. It's not something that's just, remember, like in my previous video, I said it's not just something where you say this and customer does that. You have to understand, sales is complicated. But it's also simple once you understand the fundamental basics. And especially door-to-door sales is a completely different ballgame and animal than sales in general. Now, it's true if you're a good salesperson, you'll adapt and you'll find a way to figure out to become better as a door-to-door salesperson. But there are certain things you need to do that will help overcome that process. So that's the best advice I want to give you right now is when it's happening, remember, don't tell yourself and lie to yourself and say it's happening at every door. And if it is feeling like it's happening at the majority of the doors, let's recap. You want to, first of all, when they say that, accept and agree, because I gave you my little pitch in this video. Hey, not interested in any door-to-door scammers. And you know what? I totally understand where you're coming from. As a matter of fact, I don't blame you, and I want to apologize on behalf of other door-to-door salespeople, or even those people who are at the door. Because let me tell you something. And by the way, my name is Paul, and I would take off my ID badge and hand it to him, give it to him, him/her in their actual hands, and say, to be quite honest, I mean, we both share something that's similar, and we have very little respect for scam artists. Now, the first thing I want to introduce you to is our actual company website and our brand. And here you go. You can even write this down, or as a matter of fact, here's my card. Scam artists don't typically give cards that ring when you call them. So as a matter of fact, if you want to actually dial that number in the card, I'll prove to you once again that I'm not a scam artist. Look, I'm not afraid to back down at the doors. I'm not Remington. I'm really not afraid to back down because I have nothing to hide. I'm no scam artist. I'm not here to lie, cheat, and steal from somebody. I'm not even here, believe it or not, to get a sale. I'm here to build a relationship with people who want to do business with me. Now, once you're selective on who you want to sell, Ooh, it's a game changer. Want to learn more, everyone? If you want to learn more about what I'm just talking about, there's a link in the description. Make sure you smash that link in the description, the first link up at the top, because I go over this stuff in my free video series. So click on that, get on my list, and start getting and receiving those 3 free video series. And again, social media, I have a ton of content that my team is producing and pushing on social media about my content and my teachings, where you guys can go to the blog and the Door-to-Door Mastery blog and actually learn. You can watch more videos and subscribe. And for the love of everything, please, I really need you to smash that like button. And the reason why is because it helps to get the show better ranked on YouTube. And when people start to like the videos, it starts to go up, and that helps me out. And just as a friendly thank you for the videos that I create. As you see, I do respond to the actual emails and so much more. I'm sorry it's taken me a couple weeks, but the reality is, I can only get back to a certain amount of people. So, hey, Paul, thank you for sharing the videos. This is from Arshak. Thank you for sharing the videos. They are very helpful for me as a new start in this kind of sales. Paul, would you have time for a live one-on-one training? 30 to 40 minutes would really be appreciated. I know these videos are useful, but live face-to-face advice. So I get asked this a lot. Maybe I should just make a video and send you guys to that video. Unfortunately, right now, I only accept corporate clients. As a matter of fact, I'm Christopher Robin, depending on when you watch this movie, just came out. My kids are waiting for me. I definitely have to go and spend some quality time with them as well. I'm blessed to be a part of this Door-to-Door Mastery program and the whole show that I've set up and created over, 6-7 years ago, and just giving the content out for free. I know a lot of you guys want one-on-one trainings, but unfortunately at this time being, I'm booked solid with corporate clients. I basically train and teach and coach and educate in many different niches. Now, if you're a part of those corporate clients, make sure that you get with them and you ask them about some of the coaching and training that's made available to you guys. Aside from all that, guys, I love you all, really, from the bottom of my heart. Door Knockers, as a community, we're building this thing. And we're building it ethically, and we're building it so that every individual who wants to go out there and actually make money selling door to door, you can get better and stronger and develop yourself. So if you're on turf, I challenge you right now to go to the doors, respecting the people who you knock on, but when you actually get rejected or told these things, accept. Okay? Go out of your way and accept a little bit. Make them kind of not necessarily feel bad for what they said, because if you're not a scam artist, they literally should feel bad at the end of the day thinking you were and just judging you, because guess what? Judging is not a great thing until you find out who the real person is. And if you're not a scam artist, don't forget. Make sure you actually, go in with them and talk to them about these things. Hey, that's enough of me ranting. Thank you so much. I got to go catch the movie. Have a wonderful day, and remember, don't forget in the links, smash the like. Tell me what you thought about this video. Peace.